back to my channel and to another What I Eat in a Day. I've had a little bit of a break and I'm back now. I hope you're all doing well. I've been riding that homeschool wave. I'm still riding it, as a lot of parents are in the UK. So throughout this video, if you hear shrieks and yelps and shouting like that, it's just because, like so many of us, the children are home and I'm trying to juggle 1,000 things at once, and I hope that that's okay. So today started like any other homeschooling day. I had a very quick breakfast. I had some yogurt this morning, which I'll insert now because I added a little bit of a twist. Yogurt is going to be not that different from what I normally have, but I am going to add a bit of a twist today. So I have my demerara sugar, I have my blackberries and my raspberries, nothing really new there, and I have my yogurt here. But I'm going to add some conserve. I just find this adds a nice sweetness, but also because this actually contains real blackberries, or blackcurrant, sorry, the texture is lovely as well. Now I'm not going to have too much of it, but I find it quite tart and sharp, and I think it just complements really nicely. So I'm gonna have a little dollop of that, swirl it in a little. Kind of reminds me of one of those Muller corners that I used to have back in the day. They still do them, I just never think to buy them. And I also have my demerara sugar, again, just a sprinkling for me. You can add as little or as much as you would like, or completely skip on it, or you can use other toppings. Sometimes I have almonds, sometimes I'll have some festive nuts and seeds. This is just what I'm opting for today because I have these beautiful fresh blackberries and raspberries that I want to eat. And then just a slight sprinkling of demerara sugar for a bit of crunch texture and also that beautiful caramelly flavour. And then we have a quick homeschool breakfast, which is 3 points altogether if you do not factor in the demerara, which I do not. Now, I haven't long since had my breakfast, but I've already preheated my oven because my plan this afternoon, or now, is to start making some soup. Now, I'm going to be having a tomato, butternut squash and red pepper soup, which is the dream because I have some lovely crispy bread that I'm going to have it with, and it's a really low point value lunch as well. And it's ideal right now because a lot of the prep can be done in the background while you're busy homeschooling or you're busy doing whatever, and you can freeze it, which is ideal for future lunches or early dinners and suppers if you supplement it with bread and maybe a bit of salad or a bit of chicken, whatever. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to do that today. And also tonight I'm going to be making a butter chicken, but I'm actually going to be making a lactose-free version, which is going to be ideal for Andrew because he's lactose intolerant. So yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up. I'm going to link what I'm wearing down below. This is the comfiest H&M sweater of my life. I love it. And I also have these gorgeous pistachio green leggings on, not leggings, sorry, joggers, which are ideal for days around the house where you want to feel a bit put together, but also as comfortable as humanly possible. So I'll link them, but let's get on with the day.
Oh 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 oh, oh 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 oh, oh 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 oh, oh 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 oh. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I appreciate that was very quick and not really explained. That was just because the kids were having a disco in the kitchen, so I wanted to spare you all that noise. But I'll put my recipe in the description. I'm going to roast my veggies first. It infuses a lot of flavour, and then when we process them we'll add stock, and that is literally as simple as that. But I'm going to roast these now for about 30 minutes until they're beautiful, tender and caramelised, and then we'll get them out. Veg has come out of the oven, and oh my goodness, if you guys could smell this, it is just so incredible. It's all caramelized and is delicious. So what I'm going to do now is just let this sit, and again just take on a little bit more flavor whilst I get some stock ready. You can use vegetable stock. I choose to use chicken because I feel like it adds a bit of flavor. So I'm going to make some stock up, and then we'll just combine it all in the processor until I get it to a thickness of my liking.
Oh oh oh, oh oh, oh 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 oh. Oh 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 I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh oh oh.
Alright, so the soup is ready. If you wanted it to be runnier, I quite like a thick soup, then you can just add more stock. I literally added, I think, about 2/3 of what I'd made up. So again, if you want it a bit runnier, if that's more your thing, feel free to just get it to the right consistency. But the smell of this, and honestly, it's so good for you as well. You know, more than your 5 a day. So that's what I'm having for my lunch. And also I'm going to chop up some bread, and obviously I have that portion to freeze. So this is the bread that I'm using. It is the Tesco's Tiger Bloomer, which is delicious, especially with soup. So I'm actually going to get my app out and see what it is regards to in point value. Now, of course, I want to reiterate, just in case any of you are new, I'm a size 8. Of course, I'm not pointing, but I give you guys this as a reference, just in case. I know a lot of you are, you wanted to know, but you know, don't be concerned for me. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not pointing at all, but I do like to give you guys the point value where I can, just to be a bit more accurate in case it's helpful for anyone. So I have 2 slices of that, and I'm going to put the point value in the description box. I reckon it'd be about 4 points for the 2 slices because I do it on weight as opposed to slice. Always check out weights because it really does make a difference, and I'm going to go and enjoy it with my soup.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Delicious. So you might be able to hear the kettles on. I'm just making a big mug of tea because I really do need it, and I'm going to have a bit of chocolate. I'm still getting through my stocking and Christmas chocolate, if I'm honest, so I just want something a bit sweet. So I might have half of this Karamak bar, only because it's literally dinner time in about an hour and a half, and I don't like to make a habit of having too much chocolate before a main meal, but I am likely to finish this later on tonight. I will have the whole thing. I don't know what this is in point value, guys, so just let me grab my phone and I'll check. Again, I'm not pointing, but I do like to give you guys the information should you want it. So this is a Karamak bar, the ultimate caramelized white chocolate bar. It's delicious. I'm still having withdrawal symptoms from the caramilk that I adore from Dairy Milk, but I haven't been back to B&M's obviously. So 30 gram bar, 8 points. I'm gonna have half of that right now, which is of course 4 if you want it to be, you know, totaling it up. But I am likely, as I said, to have the rest later. My soup, the only thing you had to factor in regards to point value for that was the bread and the oil, but I didn't use much oil, and I wasn't overly in the habit of counting oil even when I was pointing, if I'm completely honest. The reason for that was because I didn't want to discourage myself from using it, because olive oil is a good fat, and I found that when I saw how much point value it equated to, it would make me reluctant to use it, and I didn't want that. So I've never counted in oil, but I've always been conscious of how much I've used of it, and of course only used it with what I should. Like, I've never gone over and above what I should be using, but I always wanted to factor it in. I just never completely counted it. So yes, that's the explanation behind that. So I'm gonna have half of this now, half of it later, but it's a relatively low point value day so far, so I'm gonna go and have this, or half of it now, and again I'll likely have the rest for my supper.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh 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 oh, oh oh, oh 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 oh, oh oh oh.
Alright, that was a bit of a rush, so let me get you guys up to speed. So I added the chicken to the yogurt, and the reason I did that was to tenderize it and kind of break it down, because I always say this, that chicken breast is quite a dry cut of meat. Personally, I would normally do this with a thigh, but I don't have any, and of course for you guys, skinless chicken breast is free on WW as well, which is key. So I have a very specific blend of herbs and spices here, which are going to be in the description box down below in their quantities and both what they are. You've seen that I have cooked down the onion, caramelized them with the ginger and the garlic, so now I'm going to add the chicken to that, cook that for a little bit, then add the spices. Then I have 3 tablespoons of tomato puree that I'm going to be adding, and also some chicken stock as well. You can make your own. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to use this one, which is the Tesco's, but feel free to whip up your own if you want to. And it is literally as simple as that. It's a very, very quick curry today, but I'm excited to try it because I haven't made a butter curry before. And I'm surprised actually there's no butter in this. I feel like I've been misled. But yeah, there's no butter in this recipe, which is a bit bizarre, but anyway. I'm going to add the tomato puree, followed by 300ml, which is the same as 300 grams of chicken stock.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, 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 oh.
So guys, we've come to the end of another What I Eat. I'm kind of out of practice with these, but bear with me. I'm just trying to get my head around all the changes that have been happening recently, but I hope you've all enjoyed it. That butter chicken was really, really nice. It wasn't as spicy, so it's a great one to introduce the children if you're thinking about kind of pushing them in a more aromatic way when it comes to their food, trying more ethnic dishes. So definitely give it a go. It's really simple and you'll probably have most of the ingredients in already, and of course it's very, very low point value as well. And the soup was delicious, so yeah, make sure you check that out. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end the night here with my orange. I'll most likely have a cup of tea before bed as well, but that'll be it from me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll try and do these as regular as I can in amongst my other videos. I definitely will endeavour to get at least 2 to 3 videos per week. So thanks for watching, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
I love you, I love you.